Welcome to Shadow Me Tarot, Sagittarius, my beautiful Sagittariuses. We're going to do your weekly reading, your weekly guidance for October 25th. I'm using the Halloween Oracle. Use the Halloween Oracle and see what is influencing your week. All right, Sagittarius. What is influencing your Halloween week? What is the overall influence of your Halloween week? Thank you, beautiful spirit, for all of your guidance, love, and light. I'm truly grateful. What guidance or what is influencing Sagittarius' week? I don't know. I think that's all three of them there. Okay. First things first, we've got the apple, risk and reward. Pull this over a little bit. Let's see. All right, perfect. So now we know where the edge is there. All right, so we've got the apple, risk and reward. We've got the skull of stars, infinite possibilities. And then we have the black cat. Fortune meets opportunity. Ooh, this sounds good. This sounds good. And the last one, eternal love. All right. We've got some love happening here. Risk and reward, infinite possibilities. Fortune meets opportunity and eternal love. Well, I mean, if that isn't the start of a love reading, I really don't know what is. Is Sagittarius, are you seeking love? Are you, have you been looking for it? Are you ready to risk for love? Looks like the possibilities are limitless. And, I almost feel like you're meeting somebody from your past life. There's a coming together of something, and you're just maybe you're weighing up the risks of this relationship. It seems like there's so many possibilities that there's a huge opportunity, and it feels like you've known this person forever. In our life path, because we're looking at the spiritual journey now for the week of October 25th. Wow. All right. So, it looks like you want to take a chance, but you're feeling reckless behind it. And I think that's both in this risk and reward, this apple card and the Fool card in reversed, is that you're taking this risk. You want to take this risk, but you do feel like that you are being a bit reckless, maybe even naive. But in the present moment, I mean, it's giving you the world. So far, so good. The possibilities are endless, right? It looks like you're having to transform maybe some of your thinking a little bit. It just feels like you're a bit resistant to whatever is happening here. Maybe a little bit of skepticism, but you're willing to take the risk. And you're recognizing it's worth it to take the risk. But you're going to have to transform a little bit. And you're going to have to kind of let go of the way you think things should go, so that you can just experience the way things are. And you might feel, not as much your abundant, sexy self. You may not feel like you're using all of your tools, and life isn't always supposed to be certain. So I really kind of actually, even with these reverse cards, I really feel like this is kind of like a positive reading. You've got something exciting kind of coming up for this week, or you have some exciting stuff, happening this week. And it's going to be important that you go with the flow and don't question it. You don't have to be in control, but you're here to learn. You're just here to experience this. This is just for you to experience and enjoy for the moment. But it's good that Spirit is saying you did a good job in taking the risk. All right, so this is how you are, since this is your weekly guidance, these are the things that you'll accomplish this week, either in your job or your personal. And it says Temperance and the Chariot are both in reverse. This can mean kind of like, I feel like this person that you've met, this attraction that you have, this risk that you're taking, it has imbalanced you. And it does feel like you've known this person, whoever you're seeing this week, or whoever's kind of coming into your life. You've known this person either before in a past life, earlier in this life, but it does feel like you lose control with this person. It just feels like you lose control with this person, that it feels like you're in, like it is the world when you are in it. But you recognize that there's some, imbalance, there's some disharmony, there's obstacles. And even though it feels like you should be together, you're not really kind of sure of its success. In terms of work, Spirit's reminding you to stay balanced. Make sure you kind of take care of yourself. Don't need to obsess on any kind of circumstances, and keep moving forward, even if you feel like you're at a standstill. So what's kind of in the home? What's kind of people and activities are going to be connected with your home life this week? What things are going to be connected to your home life this week, Sagittarius? All right. Ooh, lots of responsibilities. There is a lot of responsibilities Halloween week, right? We got costumes we got to get for the kids, and take them out trick-or-treating and make sure they go to their parties, and if you're a parent. But it does look like you're taking on a lot of responsibilities in regards to your home life. So let's kind of, I wanted a little clarity on that. And it looks like we have the Two of Pentacles. So you're just juggling a lot of stuff. You don't know if you're coming or going. There's just a lot going on, a lot of decisions to be made. And all you can really do is just surrender to it. Do the best that you can. That's all we're ever doing, right? So lots going on the home front this week. And what is going to be unexpected for you this week, Sagittarius? What is the unexpected thing that you've got going this week? What is going to be a surprise or unexpected event? Surprise or unexpected event. So we've got the High Priestess here. Okay. Ooh, this is a lot of cards right here. Let's take a look at this. So first we get the High Priestess. And that's typically your intuition. And then clarifying cards, because I want to get some clarifying cards on this. It says the Knight of Pentacles, the Sun, and the King of Swords, all in reverse. And I feel like you are, I do feel like you are, maybe you're choosing between two people, or the person that you knew in the past versus the person that you know today. You might be dealing with a Gemini or another earth sign. I'm feeling like you're just using your intuition, almost like you've got to choose between these two people. What's going to make you the happiest? All right, so where do we need to use our intuition? Let's find out here. What's going on with Sagittarius? You are seeking some answers, some spiritual answers for sure. All right. What is this High Priestess? Beautiful Spirit, can we get some guidance and some clarification on this High Priestess? What is going on with this High Priestess? All right. So she is at a crossroads, avoiding the truth, and some tough choices. So I do really feel like she's having to make a decision. You're having to make a decision as to who's going to make you happier, this Knight of Pentacles or this King of Swords. Well, let's know more about the Knight of Pentacles. This person is overcoming some grief. Perhaps they're asking for your forgiveness, or perhaps you just need some closure from this situation. Who is this King of Swords? Okay. Get to shuffle and it came right out. Ooh. Okay, so this King of Swords is like, he's definitely been dishonest. He's cheating. There's definitely a third party involved here. So I almost feel like you're making a decision to cut both of them loose because neither one of them is really making you happy. And maybe it's this King of Swords who's coming to you and saying, or whoever this person is coming to you and saying, please forgive me. I know you're not happy. I have been dishonest. And you've got to decide whether or not you want to take this person back. But almost feels like you're choosing between somebody who's overcoming grief and wants forgiveness or closure. And then you've got somebody who's over here who's like cheating on you, who's dishonest, who's selfish, and really indulges themselves and almost could care less about you is kind of like how it feels. So, all right. So let's see what's going on in terms of the unexpected. So unexpected, who is the lesser of two evils? I hear my dogs barking right now. I hope you don't, but it is what it is. We humans have lives, and dogs that bark. All right, so let's see. So what is your role? What is your mood in this week? What is your overall mood this week? The Magician and the Hierophant. Hell yes, you go. That's absolutely right. You have all that you need to get through and do what you want. And you have faith. You have faith in yourself. So your reactions to the people and events that are going to fill up this week is that you can do anything. You can handle anything that they throw at you. And you have faith in the process. You've got nothing to worry about. Beautiful. Beautiful. I wish I could do that on a regular basis. That is an amazing reading. Well done, Sagittarius. You're just reaching out to faith for sure. Leaning in on your faith. Good for you. Okay, so what's the overall outcome or lesson learned? Spiritual revelation for this week. What is the spiritual revelation for this week? Thank you, beautiful spirit, for all of your guidance, love, and light. The Queen of Swords. You are getting to the truth of the matter. You are going to weigh all of the evidence and you are going to make a decision. So I very much see a decision being made this week, particularly about you're really relying on your intuition and whether or not you want this Knight of Pentacles or if you want this this King of Swords, which one's going to be happier. I almost feel like you don't really are not really truly happy with either one of them. It doesn't feel like you're truly happy with either one of them. That they cause too much turmoil. They both cause too much, and it's not your responsibility. And here you are taking up all this responsibility. So I feel like you're going to go from your intuition, and you are just going to cut to the core of the matter. You're going to find out the truth. You're going to gather all of the evidence, and you're going to make a decision. And the decision that you make is going to be the right one specifically for you because you are using your tools and you do have faith. You are leaning on faith there. All right, so let's see what Spirit has in terms of overall guidance for the week. Let's see. Oh, Spirit's telling me to get some rest. I'm yawning. I'm yawning. All right, beautiful Spirit. What guidance do you have for Sagittarius this Halloween week? What guidance can you give us to close out this reading? What is this possibility? These old loves that we've known forever. Just trusting the process. Okay. We've got the number 29. We've got a gentleman making a painting. Some sunflowers in the sun. And I'm pretty sure this is another card that I got earlier. Or picture. He's painting the picture of another card that I got earlier, which I believe was... I'm pretty sure it was some sort of a transformation card going into the future. But anyways, this is the 29, which is also 11, which is the Justice card in the Major Arcana. It's also the number 2, which is the High Priestess, using your intuition, which just really kind of goes in with this Queen of Swords, gathering her information, gathering the evidence, presenting them, and making her decision. So, and making her ruling. So you get to be judge and executioner this week. All right. Another High Priestess looking card here. I mean, this looks like the Hierophant, doesn't it? I mean, to me, this looks like the Hierophant. So another faith card. You're just really relying on your faith. Good for you. Not all of us remember to do that sometimes. All right. So we're relying on our intuition once, twice, 3 times, and we're using and faith, intuition and faith. And what is the outcome? What is the overall outcome for this week? What outcome guidance can you give us? This is also the number 5, so it might have a little bit of conflict between between these Knights of Pentacles and your intuition and what you're wanting. But you're gonna land on your feet. You're gonna have solid ground, and you get what you want. I mean, you're seeking the truth. You're gonna get to the bottom, and you're gonna get what you want. Good, bad, or indifferent. You want the truth. So let's take a look at this. Number 29 is the Art card. Art is doubtlessly. Let's see if we can see these cards a little bit better. Ooh. Pull it back out a little bit. There we go. So you can see here. There we go. Okay, so for number 29, it says art. Art is doubtlessly one of the most important aspects of life. Once man descended from trees and satisfied his primary needs, such as building a roof to protect himself from the elements and finding food, the first thing he did was paint the animals he hunted. Art allows us to create a narrative about the world we live in, to make it less ephemeral, to communicate our highest and most notable thoughts to others, such as those that come from our emotions. Through the use of intellect, it allows us to give a comprehensible form to otherwise impenetrable concepts, such as those that come from the world of emanations or personifications of the divinities illustrated in the world of creation. So, the advice of the dead on this card is your project has taken an important scope, and it is necessary to communicate it and transmit it creatively to the outside. So I feel like whatever situation that you are in here, you are listening to your intuition, and so that you are operating at your highest good. And I think that you're really balancing your emotions and your intellect. And as a creative person who really seeks out the truth and seeks out answers, I feel like if I had to get my feelings hurt by you or by a Sagittarius, like, you're the one I want to hurt my feelings, because you do it in such a creative way that just pulls everything together, both using the emotions and the intellect to create some sort of like divinity, whether it's an art or an outcome. All right, so let's go to number 14. And 14 is, I'm pretty sure, one I can't pronounce. Yep, Chalahuatalike or something like that. I don't know. This one at the bottom. Let's see. It's gonna focus. There we go. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. Chalahuatilik, I guess. Chalahuatilik or whatever. I don't know. It reminds me of that Hawaiian song from like the 1950s. It was black and white, and it was in a movie, and I think it had something to do with Hawaii. Anyways, goddess of all the waters, lakes, seas, and sailors, as well as the goddess of beauty and fertility, she reminds us of how development and progress can only be possible if we view life as benevolent river, a moving event, and not as something static. The flow expressed by the love card, which, if understood and allowed to run, allows Chalichi to bring beauty and ardor instead of lightning and storms. The advice of the dead: do not fight against the flow you are in. A river cannot be tamed with force. You must surrender to its current and use its strength as if it were your own. So go with the flow. That's kind of what's happening up here. You don't have any control over it. Just continue to listen to your intuition. With these folks here, I just feel like they're going to hang themselves with their own rope. But you are in perfect balance of your heart and your mind. You are, because it's almost like you've got the Temperance card right underneath here. And you're in balance with your heart, and you're figuring out how to be in balance with your heart and your mind, and determining, do I move forward or do I stay where I'm at? It's good. You don't have to be your thoughts. You don't have to be your emotions. You can use your head and make the decision that is best for you. All right, so this last card has got this rainbow of skulls here. And this one is called Love. So the culmination of all of this is in love. The love illustrated in this card is not to be confused with Eros. This card represents the original unifying force, the basis for universal solidarity that can sense our evolution and change. It is a continuous phenomenon, a flow originating from the first cry of our universe, of our galaxy, down to the planet we inhabit, a web that connects every single atom and that reminds us that our present derives from the past, and that it is in our best interest to act constructively to build a positive future. The advice of the dead: act responsibly, bearing in mind not only your needs, but also what they will cause in the environment you live in. And I just feel like whoever you are working with, there is a soul connection, past life connection with somebody, and you're really just kind of going with the flow. You're just really kind of going with the flow. And I think, you're leaning into your faith, which is all you can do. So make sure you're loving yourself first. But I think Spirit's really just kind of saying, hey, go with the flow. You don't have to make a decision today. And you can honor love. Honor it for what it is. Love is love. It doesn't have to be more. It doesn't have to be less. It doesn't have to be, there doesn't have to be expectations attached to it. You can just honor love. The fact that, maybe you have connected with somebody in the same soul fabric, and you get that kind of nostalgia and coming back. But it's okay to recognize that maybe there's some imbalance there, and maybe it's not going to work out, but it's important. Whatever is coming this week, whatever responsibility is, there is a lesson here. And this is preparing you for the next thing to come. So whatever is happening this week is supposed to be happening. You will get the world. It may even feel like the world as you're kind of going through it. But if you're hesitant, don't be. Go with the flow. Nobody's perfect all the time. Nobody's in balance all the time. And if the situation is making you uncomfortable, perhaps you should lean in and figure out why, is what I'm getting from this reading. So thank you, beautiful spirits, for watching. Sagittarius, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful week. If this reading resonated for you, please like, subscribe, and share, and comment comment below so that I know how this reading resonated with you. That'll just kind of help me get better as well. So thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful week.